Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, as we get ready to kick off the 2024-25 basketball season for your Lady Wolves and Davis Wolves. Lady Wolves had quite a few practices going in tonight, but before that, let me get into, I'm jumping ahead of myself. Got to start with the crew tonight. We got a good crew volunteering to come out tonight as we just jumped right in from football. Congratulations to the 2024 Davis Wolves football team winning the state championship. A couple of those guys on the crew tonight. Maverick Alexander is going to be commentating a lot of games with me. Welcome, Maverick. I know you've done it a little bit, but now you and I get to do this together. It's kind of cool for your senior year for you and I to get to do this together. So I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be fun. And then Levi Pullen running the camera for us tonight. Kicker, did such an amazing job for the kicking over the last couple of seasons at Davis and got to end his career as well as yours with a state championship. So congratulations to those two guys. Kobe Gibson running the laptop, the production for us tonight. Going to try to keep us all up to date. If anything goes wrong, it's 100% on Kobe Gibson. So look up the mayor of Darty, and you can find him and get a hold of him.
Only on Wikipedia.
Only on Wikipedia, though. And then on the floor tonight, Rory Rogers, who worked very tirelessly in football season doing this. She's now jumping down to the floor to run the camera on the floor, getting some video footage and things like that, along with Reese Garrison. Wow, I went completely blank there, man. That's really bad.
That was rough.
That was rough. But here we are, basketball season, Maverick. It looks to be a good season, man. I'm going to be real honest. I've said this for a couple of seasons now. I don't know that I remember a Davis Wolves basketball team being this tall. I don't know that. Do we have anybody? Tyson Moss graduated last year, but coming into his spot, you can say Dax Owens fills that spot coming off the bench. I don't know what other Braxton Thompson being a freshman coming up may fill in some there. Both taller than Tyson Moss,
yes.
So that adds some height in that position. And then you go to the post. We lost some height with Spencer Clinton, but at the same time, Isaac Lewis still played a little bit last year, can fill in there. You've still got Wyatt Fielding down low. Bring up Creed Rogers to play down low. So
who isn't small?
Who's not small.
Not at all.
So I really think that we fill in those positions really well with the players. Losing their senior leadership obviously hurts, but bringing those guys in that can play those positions, and I think play them pretty well. They'll get more experience as the year goes on, but having the size in those positions that we do only boasts better for us. The Wolves having to participate in 3A this basketball season, up from 2A last year. But I look for a really good season. Maverick, what do you think? What do you think about the girls team?
I don't know much about them. I didn't get to watch much basketball last season with wrestling season going on, but what I did get to watch, they shoot the ball really well. They got a good post move with Maddie. They like to swing the ball around, play quick, play fast, gash you out, and then kind of put it to you in the fourth quarter. So I'm excited to see quite a bit of that this season.
Yeah, one of the biggest additions to that team, Montana Carter, coming up as a freshman, really good ball handling, able to move the ball, allows you some other opportunities, shoots the ball well, gives you really will take. I think we can all, if you keyed on Presley Hunt last year, the other Wolves had to step up. Now they've got Montana Carter, still got Jacoby Lanoy, good outside shooters. Cameron Martin, outside shooter, good. Really kind of adds another layer, and really she's good off the ball as well. So able to move the ball around and just adds another dynamic to the girls' team. So I'm looking forward to that one, ladies and gentlemen. We've got about 2 minutes, a little over 2 minutes to go. We're gonna take a little break before as they do the national anthem, and then we'll come back to start this ball game here in just a minute. We'll be back. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're getting ready for the announcement of the starters. Lady Wolves being announced first, being the visiting team. Number 1, Kinsley Barnes, senior. Number 2, Montana Carter, freshman. Wow, that handshake is legit.
Yeah.
Wow.
They got to study those or something.
Number 5, Jacoby Lenoy. Number 15, Maddie Morton. And number 22, Presley Hunt. Maddie reclassifying to a senior this year.
Yeah.
And then Presley Hunt and Jacoby Lenoir, both juniors this year. So just 1 senior starting on the floor for the Lady Wolves.
2. We got a reclassification.
Oh, I just said that. So
come on now.
Now, I apologize. I do not have a roster for the Lady Savages. Number 1 being a starter. Number 2, number 4, number 10, and number 14. I was able to understand that number 14 is a sophomore, but that was about all I heard. So
yeah. It's a shot in the dark for me. I couldn't tell you.
So as we get ready for the tip right here to start this ball game.
Lady Wolves are big. They're tall for sure.
Like I'm telling you, I said it for the boys team, but it stands to reason with the girls team as well. I mean, Kinsley Barnes, she's 6 foot, right?
If not taller.
Yeah, Montana Carter pushing 6 foot, Jacoby Lenoy pushing 6 foot, Maddie Morton over 6 foot. Like I hadn't even thought about that the girls team is mostly over 6 foot.
Yeah.
Now, when you get into the bench, not quite so much.
Right.
But the starters on the floor, 4 out of the 5 are 6 foot.
Yeah.
That's crazy to me.
That's high school basketball is a new level.
Yeah, 100% new level. Barnes for the tip. She does win the tip to Lenoy. Lenoy's going to start, swing it over to Carter. Carter looking Jacoby finds working the ball inside. Morton recovers before it goes out of bounds. Ball being swung around by the Lady Wolves. Trying to work it down low. Finds inside the paint. Barnes can't get it to fall. Rebounded by the Lady Savages. Ball gets tipped and does go out of bounds, though, so it'll go back to the Lady Wolves.
That's what I like to see, the opening possession, really swinging the ball around, playing quick for the Lady Wolves. Like I said before the game, that's going to be a key asset to them, I believe, this season.
Yeah, absolutely. Great ball movement. Looking for the open teammate in the paint. Like it. That'll really open up the exterior shooting later on as well. So Presley Hunt, right there it is. We just talked about it. Oh, off the front of the rim. Lenoy trying to save it. Does keep it in bounds. Scramble for the ball. Savages pick it up, bring it the other way. They're going to start trying to swing the ball around. Lady Wolves look like they're going to play in a man defense right now. Really trying to work the ball around. Carter gets her hands on it. Can't quite tie it up, though. Three-pointer up. Off the back of the rim. Rebounded by Lenoy. Lenoy throws it up ahead to Morton. Morton goes up strong. Draws the foul.
I don't know why, but a man defense is absolutely my favorite defense.
I
love a man defense.
I feel like there's so many zones now today in today's basketball, but I love it to see any basketball game manning up, getting in your opponent's face, and really forcing them to beat you. That to me is just all there is. First free throw is a miss.
And the Lady Wolves run kind of a man help. So you've got your man on one side of the court, but you kind of zone off. Second bucket will be made, but you kind of zone off on the backside, kind of help with the bucket. It leads to a lot of defensive steals.
Barnes absolutely closes the gap there and just rejects it. Savages worked the ball down the floor pretty well there, but Barnes able to recover, and I don't even know that the ball left the Lady Savages' hands.
No, if it did, it was right back in it. First free throw is no good.
Second one also off the back of the rim, rebounded by Maddie Morton. Kobe brings it up the floor. Lady Wolves going to set up their offense now, get back into working that ball around. Presley Hunt's going to pull the trigger from there. Off the backboard. I heard her. She called it bank over there.
Bank is open.
Yeah, she called it
24/7 around here at Davis.
Yeah, absolutely. I heard her call it from here. Lady Savages trying to work the ball around. Can't really find an open spot. She's going to try to attack the lane. Pass gets off on the floor.
Oh, wow.
Pulls up, tries to shoot. They're going to call a walk there. I didn't know if they were going to try to call Montana for a foul, but I did not believe she fouled, and I was correct, so I'll take that one.
Aggressive play by Maddie. They're really trying to dive at the ball.
Dive at the ball.
That's a tough floor to land on face first.
Morton with the ball, top of the key. Wings it to... Man, I can't hardly keep up yet. I've forgotten how much faster basketball moves than football.
Yeah.
Presley Hunt misses that one. Loose ball, picked up by the Savages. She attacks the lane, finds the one in the corner. Almost deflected, though. Finds an open three. Air ball on the far side. Barnes hustling. I think it goes off of Barnes' foot, so it'll go back to the Lady Savages.
Be number one. Swings it to two. Maddie kind of stuffs her drive.
Yeah, I was going to say, they're trying to move the ball around, but that man-to-man defense right now for the Lady Wolves is just up in their face, not really giving them anything. Go ahead.
That's one thing I like about the Lady Wolves. That they're always as aggressive as basketball can get. It's as Presley takes the ball coast to coast, dishes it to.
What ball movement right there? Kind of. Presley Hunt tried to make a pass, get it back to I believe it was Barnes trailing behind her. Barnes kind of bobbled it, able to recover enough to almost push past it while it's still loose into the hands of Maddie Morton, who is almost too far, but able to recover, get it off the glass and in. But anyways, back to your statement. Go ahead.
One thing about the Lady Wolves, it's aggressive as basketball can get. They're rough in the paint. They're gonna stuff your drives. And if you're trying to gush past them, they're just gonna body you up and not let you. That's one bonus they get from having these bigger bodies in the paint as well as around the court, even in a press.
Yeah. You know, I think you'd be hard-pressed to find a more physical team than the Lady Wolves in the girls' 3A basketball.
No. Logan Pruitt definitely passed down her game.
Oh, absolutely. She set the tone a couple years ago, and the Lady Wolves have continued that as they've gone on since then. So
absolutely.
Savages do inbound the ball. Lady Wolves kind of in a full court press here. Big block there by Maddie Morton. They're going to say that ball is going to stay with the Lady Savages as Maddie stuffed her out of bounds.
Maddie's got a really good recovery move. She kind of got beat on the pass down court, but great recovery move to get back to the ball and swat it and go out of bounds.
Yep. Savages put up a shot, can't get it to fall. Lenoy going to push the floor. Forces ahead to Barnes. Barnes gets the bucket off the glass. Forces a Wynnewood timeout. Prior to that, during that inbound last play, Cameron Martin came onto the floor for the Lady Wolves. Montana Carter sat down, get her a good breather. I think that's another thing that Carter brings. She brings another body that can get minutes, quality minutes, and get some of these older girls, the leadership girls, get them a rest for a minute. Because, man, some of these girls at Presley Hunt, Jacoby Lenoy, they play so much that you get worn out. Montana's just another person that can now kind of enter that mold of shuffling in and out between all of them. Addison Danker, Cameron Martin, able to shuffle another body in there. You get more minutes to get rest for all of your players. So
it's a big advantage for the Lady Wolves, the depth and knowledge that they have. Wynnewood inbound the ball. Swung back to number 1, 1 to 14. 14 back to 1, scuffled around. Be foul.
I'm going to call that. I'm trying to see.
I believe it was Presley. I think he held up 22. I just didn't know who 22 was.
He does say 22.
It's been a while since I've seen some basketball. So.
Yeah, it's been a couple seasons, right?
It's been a minute.
Lady Savages still working the ball around, trying to find their first bucket of the night. Trying to work the ball inside. That's got to be a tough place to score against these Lady Wolves. Does pull up the three. Can't get it to fall. I'm going to say off the Savages and be Lady Wolves ball. Number 3 going to come on the floor for the Lady Savages. Number 10 going to go have a seat.
I will agree with your statement just a couple seconds ago. The paint is definitely a tough place to score against these Lady Wolves.
Absolutely. With Barnes and Morton down there, you almost got 2 twin towers. Great defensive bodies down there that really just don't allow a whole lot of anything. Martin for 3, knocks it down.
Man.
That's what we're talking about. Those quick plays, forcing the baskets down low, opens up those outside shooting, and they will get hot. Cameron Martin showing it right there.
Cameron Martin got hot fast. I believe that's our first shot of the game.
It is. Jacoby Lenoy off the steal from Presley Hunt. Able to get the bucket, puts the Lady Wolves up 13-0. Lady Savages, you kind of see some frustration setting.
I don't know if the frustration is the fact that the Wolves are still playing aggressive basketball, pressing full man court press, but or if it's like frustration at the fact that plays aren't really working. And
yeah. Well, you can attest that to the Lady Wolves. The Lady Wolves are, even when they're in that full court press, they're just so forceful and they're right in your face the whole time. Absolutely. That it's become very frustrating thus far for the Lady Savages. Presley Hunt wide open, going to pull up right there, knocks it down.
Man, Lady Wolves are hot.
They are. That's
a great way to start the season.
I believe they're 3 for 5 right now from beyond the arc, if I'm not mistaken. Lady Savages trying to force the ball up. Do get the ball forward. Oh, they're going to call Presley for the foul there. Lady Savages first free throw of the night, second chance at free throws for the night. They already had one attempt. Missed both of those. They do miss the first one there. Lady Savages right now just can't seem to buy a bucket.
No. It's like there's a dome around it.
Yeah, just a mental block almost for them.
I like to say I play a lot of esports for you, and I like to say the first one's always the hardest.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Montana Carter able to get the rebound off the miss. Cameron Martin, she's open again. She's going to, oh no, she does dish it off. I'd been perfectly happy with her pulling it up again. Montana going to pull up with a jumper from the free throw line. Can't quite get it to fall. Lady Savage is back the other way. Little sidestep. I think they're going to call Maddie Morton there. I think if Maddie had stayed still, that was a very difficult sidestep shot for number one. I don't think she would have gotten that one to fall. But, in the moment, you kind of try to go with the player. Unfortunately, gets Maddie for the foul there.
Yeah, especially for how long arms Maddie has.
She's super tall, and just makes it almost impossible to score over. Misses those. Shelby Courtney onto the floor now. She does get the rebound for the Lady Wolves, swings it back the other way. Lady Wolves trying to move the ball. Good pick and roll there. Couldn't quite get the ball to Morton down low. Jacoby going to pull up for three. Knocks it down. Hey, 4 for 6. That's pretty good from beyond the arc.
Yeah, that's couldn't. I'm not good at math. I'm not even going to try.
yeah.
Get an and one. There's the first one.
I say they do get the first one. They count it, so she will get to try for the three-point play.
Now it's just basketball from there. You get the first one, it makes it a lot easier to understand. Okay, we've got one in the bucket. Let's play a little bit more aggressively and attack the rim quite a bit more.
Yep. Can't quite get the free throw to fall. Good move there by Shelby Courtney. Can't quite get it to fall. Montana tried to follow up the putback. Gets fouled on the try, so she'll go to the line. Misses the first. Maddie Morton going to come have a seat, and Kinsley Barnes onto the floor.
Montana gets her own.
I was going to say,
off the foot.
Montana got her own rebound there and tried to work it back down to Shelby Courtney. Couldn't quite get it. Goes off the foot and out of bounds, so it'll be Lady Savage's ball. Barnes up in her face the second she gets the ball. They're going to call the foul there on Barnes. Lady Wolves going to have to start paying attention to those fouls.
Especially being early in the game. You can get quite a bit of foul trouble late.
Yep. Yeah, absolutely. Now, it's been a couple seasons, so something you'll have to adjust to because wasn't like this when you played, but now it is. You were in the there is no single bonus, basically, as that bucket falls for the Lady Savages. There is just a double bonus the moment you hit 5 fouls in a quarter, and it resets every quarter.
Oh, okay.
So that changed. I don't remember if it was last season or the season before, but been like that for a little bit now.
Yeah, I'm glad you said that. I had no clue. I thought it was still bonus, double bonus.
Yeah, there's no 1-and-1 anymore. So basically took it out of high school.
Having to get 12 fouls a half.
Yeah.
Man.
So 56 seconds to go in the first quarter. Lady Wolves trying to work the ball around. Savages do get a hand on it. Trying to work that ball down low. Find an open man. Shelby Courtney gets a loose ball, tries to go up with it, can't quite get it. They're going to call the foul on Jacoby Lenoy, I believe. Her first. She does make the first one.
Be the starters back on the court for the Lady Wolves.
Makes the second one. Jacoby Lenoy going to bring the ball down the floor. Lady Wolves swinging the ball around, trying to work it inside. Finds Carter there inside. Have to push it back out. 20 seconds to go in the quarter.
Lady Wolves kind of working for with a steal. They're kind of looking for a one-shot possession with not much time left in the quarter. But that one lob pass, it'll get you. You kind of keep working the ball around, and you think, oh, okay, I'll just make an easy pass over here. And unfortunately, that lob pass was what the Lady Savages jumped on and got the fast break.
but good recovery there. I don't remember exactly who it was that recovered and made the block. We're going to call jump ball.
Good play by 25 Tylisha to
Tylisha McDonald.
Aggressive at the basketball.
Yeah, going after the ball while it's on the floor, tying it up. Lady Savages working the ball around, trying to get inside. Can't quite get it. Almost knocked loose by Martin. They'll just let the clock hit 0. So we're going to take a quick break. We'll be back in here with the second quarter here in just a minute. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is the second quarter is getting underway. This opening night of Wolves basketball, Lady Wolves basketball. Lady Wolves taking on the Lady Savages right now. Presley Hunt's going to pull up for 3. Knocks it down.
I'm pretty sure I saw that exact play in an interview with Kevin Durant and LeBron the other day. Designing it up to get a cross screen. and
Presley Hunt with the steal
play.
there. Tries to go up, draws the foul. You think maybe they watched it, kind of wrote it down, or like, "Hey, coach, can we try this?" And
no, really, it was an inbound play.
What I think actually happened is I think Lakers coach actually called Coach Brown.
JJ,
yeah, he called him and asking for some advice, and Coach Brown gave him a couple plays. But Presley Hunt makes the first one, extends the lead 23-6. Lady Wolves on top of the Lady Savages at the moment. She does make the second one, 24-6 now. Again, back into that full court man defense. Trying to force the turnovers.
Jacoby just not letting anything
No,
happen.
just not giving anything. And it makes you frustrated to where you make the mistake.
Yeah.
Just like that, Barnes able to get a hand on the ball. Lady Savage is not able to really go anywhere, even find an open lane to get anywhere near the basket. They're just having to kind of move the ball around the perimeter. She's going to pull up from beyond the arc. Tries to bank it in, can't get it to fall. Maddie Morton picks it up. Lady Wolves swinging it around. Kobe Lenoy peels up.
Bank.
Again, I think she called it. She called it as she let go of the ball. She knocks it down off the backboard. Lady Savage is bringing the ball down the floor. She's going to pull up from beyond the arc. Off the back. Almost kind of went in on the second bounce. Dishes. Maddie Morton picks it up.
Oh, wow.
What a pass. Tried to kind of thread the needle there by Presley Hunt on the fast break. Couldn't quite get it through. Is a jump ball. Will stay. No, excuse me. It will go to the Lady Savages.
Addison Danker onto the court for Jacoby. There's another senior on the court for you. Some more leadership coming into the game, letting these early players take a break.
Right there, she just kind of put a hand out and let her know she was there. Lady Savages bounced the ball off her foot and out of bounds. So Addison had to force the turnover and really didn't even have to do a whole lot for it. But Montana Carter going to bring the ball across the floor. Works the ball, great give and go. Oh, Kinsley Barnes couldn't quite finish. Savage is working the ball around.
Still Addison. Man, got the game quick and got to work.
Got to work, forced one turnover, causes another turnover there, gets the steal, tried to take it the other way, gets fouled. So it'll be Lady Wolves ball, half court there. Working the ball around. Maddie Morton, she's going to give to Presley Hunt. Presley Hunt's going to pull the trigger. In and out. Rebounded by Morton. Up and in. Maddie says, don't worry about it. I got you.
Yeah.
Puts it off the glass. Man, the Wolves Lady Wolves, just staying in this ferocious defense. Lady Savage trying to keep it around. Do get inside, get a little floater. Maddie trying to stay out of foul trouble there.
I still think a floater is the best way to get around Maddie. Kind of keep your space and just lay one up.
I think that's the only opportunity you have to try to score. Addison Denker going to pull up from three. Can't quite get it, but she draws the foul. So she'll be shooting 3 free throws. So I know a lot of the coaches have been looking forward to getting the basketball season going. None more excited as Addison misses the first one there, but none more excited than the gentleman sitting right in front of UMav, Mr. Coach White. He's been talking to me about it for a long time. Big basketball guy, so he was ecstatic for the Wolves to win the state championship, but just as excited to get into basketball and get the first one under the way.
That guy is the biggest basketball guy I know. Freshman year, I'm in there just kind of messing around with a couple other freshman basketball players, and Coach White's in there. He's got his Kobe 4s on. And in there working out. He's got a free throw regimen. If he misses so many free throws, he runs that many down and backs.
Oh wow, okay. Presley Hunt with the bank again. Lady Savage is trying to bring the ball down the floor, trying to get past this man press defense. Somebody forgot who they're recovering. Aaron shot, though. Addison Decker tries to go down the floor. Can't quite do it. Dives on the ball for a loose ball, though. Causes the jump ball. So, that's one of those things that, you made a mistake. You lost the ball, but to have the intensity to immediately dive after it, get your hands on it, and tie up to keep the ball in your team's possession, I mean, that's just something you can't teach.
No, that's oh, wow.
Maddie tried to put the ball up quickly, but able to draw the foul.
That aggression, you can't teach much anybody that. That's just their play style.
You either have it or you don't, right?
Exactly.
You just jump on it and don't think twice about it. Addison Denker, one of those that does have it. Maddie Morton with the free throw, knocks down the first one. Going to be a mass sub for the Wolves, everybody but the shooter. Danker, Carter, Barnes, and Hunt all going to have a seat. Cameron Martin, Jacoby Lenoy, Shelby Courtney, and Lily Heffley, I believe,
yes,
coming in.
You are correct.
All right, right there. Lily Heffley kind of found the ball sitting right in front of her to throw her hands on it and forces the jump ball. Lady Wolves staying with the full court man defense. Good jump by Maddie Morton. Swings the ball over Lenoy. Lenoy's going to try to go. She hesitated. The girl didn't jump by her, though, but she is able to go up and finish the bucket.
Great pass by Maddie. The smooth with the dribble over the shoulder.
Yeah, I mean, just all in one fluid motion, able to make the ball kind of go with her. Little floater there by number 10 for the Savages does get the bucket. We'll put the Lady Savages in double digits. 35-10. Lady Wolves on top. Oh, a little high on the pass there from Lenoy to Heffley. Ball gets away from her, goes out of bounds.
There's just nothing happening.
I mean, they just force your hand where you don't have anywhere to go. Number one, able to try to kind of squeeze through the traffic and get a floater up, but can't get it to fall. Loose ball's kind of bouncing all over the place. Picked up by Heffley. Heffley throws it ahead of Lenoy. Lenoy ahead to Morton. Morton up, gets the bucket.
Quick basketball.
And here's what I love about it. I love the good fast break offense, but that fast break offense doesn't work without an intense defense to force those fast breaks. Lady Wolves right now really jumping on that one. Boys look like they're headed to the locker room to get ready for their game. Loose ball. I think they're going to call the foul there on Shelby Courtney. Almost backcourt as the Lady Savages threw the ball in. Lady Savages working the ball around. Cameron Martin almost daring her to take the baseline. Ball does. Go ahead.
That's one thing I'm just not doing against these Lady Wolves. I'm not taking the baseline no matter how much you want to give it to me. The aggression from these Lady Wolves.
Right there, that aggression getting Lily Heffley the steal, but go ahead.
They'll allow it to you and then deny it as soon as you step in.
Yeah, so. Absolutely. And the thing is, you think, okay, we've got mass subs, so maybe here's my chance to try to get low. Maddie Morton still in the game. Lily Heffley has the ability to play really good defense. She just saw it right there. Shelby Courtney not afraid to take on somebody down low in the paint. Jacoby Lenoy still got the height on her, so inbound there to Maddie Morton with the bucket. But no matter what setup you got on the floor for the Lady Wolves, scoring inside is going to be tough. Yeah. And they've shown right now their fierceness. They're not willing to give that up very easily. So little floater over Maddie Morton. So number one, not really willing to give up for the Lady Savages.
She's kind of find a way to get a secret shot in there with the floater. At least get something up within the paint.
She had another chance for another fast break, lost it. Tries to pull up from beyond the arc. They're going to call Maddie Morton for foul coming from behind and getting a block. Misses the first. Number 10 with 2 points thus far in this game. Most of the points for the Lady Savages coming from number one on those. She's just not quitting, trying to get down the floor, get inside, and she's made a couple of those little floaters. We talked about it being the only way to really get points inside against the Lady Wolves. Number 10 misses the second one there. Rebounded by Hunt. Hunt then gives to Lenoy to go down for the final 25 seconds of this first half. Lady Wolves going to swing it around. I imagine kind of looking for the last shot of the half. That is, unless Lenoy or Hunt are open from beyond the arc, I'd let them take it. Or Martin, for that matter.
Or Cameron. They got 3 great shooters on the court right now to get that last shot
What
off.
a pass.
Man.
And what a bucket by Presley Hunt. And it will be the final shot of the half as we take it going to halftime. Lady Wolves on top, 41-12. Presley Hunt leading the way with 16 for the Lady Wolves, most of those from beyond the arc. Number 5. I'm trying to remember who number 5 is.
5.
Is that Carter? No, it's not Carter. Man, I got to get a roster. But number 5.
Jacoby is 5.
Okay, Jacoby's 5. So
Carter is 2.
Okay, yeah. So Jacoby, right there behind her with 12 points, and then 15 for the Lady Wolves, right there with 8 points. So points coming from all over the place. I believe 15 may be Maddie Morton.
Yes.
Maybe.
Yes,
So those Lady Wolves doing really well, putting the big lead out in front. So we've got about 9.5 minutes before the second half is back underway. We're going to take a little bit of a break for our advertisers. We couldn't do any of this without you. We want to thank each and every one of you for this chance to do this. So we'll be back here in just a little bit. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we get under this wave. Second half, and Montana Carter comes out.
Comes out shooting, makes the first three. Don't know what happened back there. He took off, but the Lady Savages getting the ball down to number 2 at the top of the key. Kicks to number 1 on the corner. Back to 2, the other corner. Shot up, no good. Rebounded by Maddie. Given to Jacoby so she can take down the court. Skip pass to Presley. Swings it all the way to Montana. Montana takes one dribble, kicks it to 22. Jacoby shoot. No good. Rebounded by Kinsley. Kinsley lays it up for a bucket.
Did everybody think she made it or what? Because everybody seemed like they left that in.
I don't know.
Barnes able to get the bucket there.
Wynnewood just looking for something.
I say they're just trying to move it around. Can't quite get it in there. Presley Hunt tried to jump the ball there. Ball's batted around, picked up by Barnes. Deep pass ahead. Good recovery there by Lenoy. Got a timeout by the Lady Savages as the ball was being scrambled for and on the floor. We've got our backup crew running stuff for us right now. We had to pull them out of the stands. Our normal crew ran to the press box, or ran to the concession stand, not the press box, concession stand. I'm going to blame Dr. Mapes down there. He held him up for a while, talking to him. But Kobe's just now joining us back.
Yeah, I got to give thanks to them, though. They're
shout out to Levi Laxton and Aiden Levernosh for jumping in and helping us out.
They're literally walking up, coming back from the concession. Hey, come on, boys, we need you.
We need you. Levi told me, though, it was a $40 an hour minimum for him to run a camera for me. So, going to have to scrounge from advertisers to try to pay him his $40.
Man, how much do I get paid? Never mind.
Yeah, to answer your question, nothing. You don't get paid anything.
Man, only if I get called on the spot?
Yeah, that's right.
Gotcha.
Jacoby Lenoy steals the inbound pass, but then immediately gets fouled. Ladies and gentlemen, so if you're watching at home with us tonight, be sure and comment on the YouTube channel for us. Like and subscribe our YouTube channel. Follow along with us this season. But let us know where you're watching from. We always like to give our people shout-outs that are watching the ball game.
There was that same inbound LeBron play I saw.
I'm telling you right now, that play had to have come from it was J.J. called Coach Brown to get that play. Lenoy going to try to drive in, lays it off the glass and in.
Lenoy kind of showing her middle infield ability with that
little shifty move.
Hands.
Yep. Lady Wolves still staying in that man defense. Pulls up from beyond the arc, knocks it down. Maddie Morton can't quite get the bucket to fall. Lady Savages take it down the floor. Going to pull up, tries the shot. Maddie Morton tried to reach her hand in there, but I think she's going to get called for the foul on that one.
I'm gonna give some props to the Wynnewood concession. That might be the best chili I've ever tasted in my life.
So Mav, shout out to the Wynnewood concession stand. He said that's some of the best chili on his nachos that he got here.
Man, that's fierce. I'll tell you what. Sorry, Mom, but I mean, it don't get much better than that.
First free throw was a miss. Number 10 going to shoot her second one here. Lenoy off the floor. Cameron Martin in to give her a break. Miss on the second one, rebounded by Barnes. Carter going to bring it across the floor. Hunt going to pull up. Just a little long. Oh, what a pickpocket there almost by Kinsley Barnes. Man, you're just not used to seeing the big, what you call the big position, the 4, the 5, guarding that far out on the perimeter.
No, that aggressively as well.
Yeah, and I mean, just right there in your face, not letting you go anywhere with it. But Barnes able to show her ability to do that right there. Still out there on the perimeter right there, knocking the ball loose, not really giving 10 a chance. They're going to call the foul on Barnes, I guess, for the reach there. So we got a couple of people talking to us now. Jai Newsom, watching from Norman. Derek Cook, watching from Gainesville, Texas.
I know that guy.
You do know that guy.
Yeah.
I don't know that he would claim knowing you, but
probably not. I mean, maybe now. Grown up a little bit, he may claim me a little bit, but
Lady Savage is still trying to work the ball around. Again, Barnes just, man, right there in number, this time it was on number 12, but man, they're going to call her for the foul again. I believe that's going to be Barnes' fourth, which puts her in a little bit of trouble.
I don't think having Barnes in foul trouble puts the Lady Wolves necessarily in foul trouble just because of the big body depth they have. Miss Shelby Courtney comes on the court, not losing much height or size as she comes onto the court. So,
no, and Shelby Courtney is going to play just as aggressive as Barnes does. Really be in your face on the defense. Maybe not have the ability to out on the perimeter as much, but still going to play. Almost. Equal to what you're going to get defensively for sure from Barnes. So ball does go out of bounds on the Wolves. So the Lady Savage is inbound, trying to force it down the floor. Ball gets knocked loose by Courtney, as we were just talking about her defense right there. But she's making me out to be a liar because that was out on the perimeter and she was able to knock the ball loose out of bounds. Lady Savage is working the ball in. 3 minutes to go in the third quarter. Lady Wolves on top, 48-15. Ladies and gentlemen, we want to make sure that everybody is aware. This is our first season broadcast for the 24-25 basketball season. So still working out some kinks for ours broadcast as the basketball teams work out their kinks. Carter for three, knocks it down. But we've got some things on. I'm sure you see the possession arrows on the screen. Unfortunately, those aren't working for us tonight, but we'll get those figured out as we get into the next couple of games. We transition from football to basketball pretty quickly.
Yeah, 2-day transition.
A little longer for the media crew, but right. Everybody was all hyped up in football mode till tonight. So, but we're gonna fix some of those things. Different things on the screen. If you haven't noticed yet, we're not typically doing away games. Now we are going to be doing away games. We've got a couple of different ways we're going to be trying it out. But looking forward to that. Savage is for the three. Air ball on the far side, picked up by Presley. Presley gives to Carter. Carter almost walked. Presley Hunt for three. Knocks it down.
That's a deep three to be shooting contested.
Hey, I mean, if you're hot, and you're going to take it. She does just that and knocks it down.
I feel like whenever Presley shoots those deep shots like that, there's a black top type deal where you say, I need a heat check.
Oh, yeah.
And I feel like every time she shoots a deep ball like that, that's what she's really doing.
Carter for three. Off the 3-point, or off the mark there, off the front of the rim. They're going to call the foul on number 13, Cameron Martin. Tyleisha McDonald onto the floor, going to give Maddie Morton a break. Lady Savages trying to work the ball around again. Carter got a hand on it. Couldn't quite. They're going to call the foul on her. That'll be her first foul, though. Will be the team fifth, though, so they will go to the line shooting 2.
Man, that's weird. That's weird. I was thinking, you got 3 more fouls, you're good. Nope, right to the line shooting 2.
Yep. 5th foul, you're shooting 2. Nice thing about it, I will say, I can't speak for the girls' game, but in the boys' game, especially tonight, we talked about the boys being in football mode still.
Yeah.
So those reset every quarter, where prior to, if you had 7.5, you were in the double bonus, or 7, you were in the bonus, 10, you were in the double bonus and a half. And so it resets every quarter, so it works out to the boys' favor, I believe, at least to start the season.
Yeah.
Big scrum for the ball. Tyleisha McDonald able to pull it down. Gives ahead to Hunt. Number 4 trying to play a little further out on her. Not really wanting to give her that chance to shoot from anywhere, which we all know she will do. Now Carter has the ball on the far side. Working the ball around. Miss Tyleisha there on the far side. Cutting towards the rim. Martin trying to drive. Can't quite get it to go. Tyleisha McDonald diving in there, getting her hands on the ball, causing the jump ball. That will go to the Lady Savages. 28 seconds to go in the third quarter. Good job there by Shelby Courtney to knock that ball away as the shot was going up. Presley Hunt can't quite get that one to fall. Ball tipped around a little bit. Rebounded by Savages.
I'm blaming that miss on Levernosh because that's the first time I see him jump up for a 3 and she missed it.
Oh,
so
see, no.
That's completely on him.
Just tell him he needs to stay seated from now on as the ball goes up. Cheerleaders out to the middle of the floor, both teams. Cheerleaders for Davis tonight: Adley Bentley, Cassidy Parsons, Gabby Weber, Kinley Sun, Hunter Smith, Shelby Mooring, Riley Eves, Allison Ward, and Allie Hobbs are the cheerleaders for tonight's game. I almost said cheerleaders. There are that many senior cheerleaders, I will say.
There's for sure a bunch. We're quite a class.
You're quite a big class, but that is your cheerleaders for tonight. I think they do a wonderful job. Did a great job this past Saturday at the University of Central Oklahoma.
But, cheerleaders keep the energy high on the sideline, absolutely.
Well, you got to go with the band. You got to go with the cheer. But, and it's showing it tonight. You look across the way at the Wynnewood side. Wynnewood's got a decent crowd here. A real small school, but decent-sized crowd out there. You look over here. We've pretty much filled out the visiting side of this stadium, or this arena, and, gymnasium.
I see some scarlet red over on the other side for sitting on the other side with some Davis fans, but that's one thing I'm very thankful for as a student athlete at Davis is the community travel is absolutely wonderful. There's absolutely no community I'd rather have backing me as an athlete. As the ball swung to Cameron, she shoots. It's no good. Be rebounded by the Lady Savages. Start to push down the court. Swung to 14, pump fake drive. Floater is in and good.
It was a good little floater they got there. Able to get that bucket in. Tried to take advantage of as much as possible as Maddie Morton and Kinsley Barnes are both on the bench trying to get some inside buckets. Shelby Courtney tried to go up there, gets fouled.
Shelby Courtney's first is no good.
Does make the second one.
So is lane violation only if you cross the line, not if you move down the court?
Yeah, you just can't be inside the three-point line. That is correct.
Oh, okay. Because Lily was like on her way making a spin move at the basket, but there wasn't anything called. So
three-pointer there by number 1. So a couple more comments on the live stream here for. Hang on 1 second. I'll wait till the loose ball gets picked up by Lily. Going to be a timeout by Coach Brown and the Wolves. I think I saw his phone ringing from JJ real quick. He's going to answer that. But anyway, so Jai Newsom, he's watching from Norman. He actually, I know Jai pretty well. I've seen him at quite a few games. Big part of the community in the area, both in Davis and Wynnewood, but he graduated from Wynnewood in 1999. Derek Cook, though, is actually having to ask me who's on commentary with me right now. So, Derek, if you're still watching, that's actually Maverick who's commentating here with me. So, cool experience for me. Mav's senior year, I get to commentate basketball with him. I did get a text a little bit ago that somebody is trying to steal him away. We'll see how well that conversation goes.
I can tell you right now, it's not going to look great for the guy searching. I tell you what.
He asked about talking to you, so we'll see how that conversation goes and whether you're still at the commentary booth with me as the season progresses.
I can give you about a 100% chance that I will be. Now, I'm going to give the man his shot, and I'm going to go talk to him, but I can tell you I will be back in the booth.
Jacoby, sorry, Tylisha McDonald with the bucket off the glass there. Loose ball knocked out of bounds by the Savages. We'll go to the Lady Wolves.
Great pass by Cameron into Tylisha.
Yeah, fine. Tylisha in. Unfortunately, not able to get the ball to Shelby Courtney, but fast break layup there by the Lady Savages. Lady Wolves slowing things down a little bit. I think Coach Brown's using this moment to get some players some good quality minutes right here, get them some experience. Settled in for the season. Lily Heffley going to drive, pull up from the free throw line. Off the front of the rim, rebounded by Lady Savages, going the other way. Quick pass ahead. Tylisha, good defense there to get back. Forced a little bit of a miss. Tried to adjust her shot. And goes a little hard off the backboard. Lady Wolves bring it back this way.
You know, I think this end of the court has a jinx on the rim because you saw in the first half the Lady Savages had a tough time getting a ball in the bucket. But you saw that they finished the second half with 22. Finished the first half with quite a few points, and then we get into the fourth quarter. The Lady Wolves are having a tough time scoring on this end of the court.
Yeah, I see what you're saying there. So maybe this end of the court's just got that bad jinx bucket cover up. Short on the three-pointer there by Dankert. Rebounded by the Savages, going the other way. Three-pointer attempt. In and out. Loose ball grabbed by multiple players. We're going to call jump ball there. The one thing I don't see on the scoreboard that I really wish I did, but I don't know if they're just not using it tonight, but is the possession arrow. Lady Savage is swinging the ball around, puts up the three-pointer, knocks it down.
I'm gonna be honest, I can't really read the scoreboard from here, so.
There is one closer to us in case you need it, but
I do like that one over there because I know it has points for us.
Yeah, that helps a lot. Cameron Martin for three. Off the back of the rim. Rebounded by the Savages. Pulls up just inside the three-pointer. Knocks it down. So Lady Savages starting to find a little bit of a rhythm.
Great skip pass by Lily.
Really forced it past the press. Found Shelby Courtney down the floor, and then quick pass in. Tylisha McDonald underneath, able to get the bucket.
You know, we started the game. You talked about the leadership on the court that we had with those starters, and you see those same five jumping up and down as we get a bucket with these younger players.
Yeah, you get your bench players out there. You definitely want to see the bench still be active in the game. You know, it really builds on what you were talking about the fans a while ago. Martin for three, off the side of the rim. Loose ball picked up by Martin. Martin tries to go up, draws the foul. But talking about the community, you know, with Davis really being behind you, you know, no matter whether you're a starter, you're a sixth man, or I heard one of the kids in class today say, mark me as the eighth man.
Yeah.
You know, but it doesn't matter where you're at on the bench. You know, everybody's behind you and rooting for you.
Absolutely.
And so that just builds on that fact.
I will say one thing from back when I played. Denton Baumgartner, we're playing in one of my greatest memories playing with Denton. We're playing down in Bridge Creek. Denton's late. He throws up a three, misses. We get him a rebound, give it back to him. And he hits it as the buzzer goes off. And I've never heard a gym erupt that loud in my life.
That's awesome. Lady Wolves make the free throws there, put it 60-27.
That was my assist, too.
Okay,
shot, so
all right.
I can say
So you like walked off there.
Yeah.
You're like,
So me and Denton walked off the court. Winners that night, and we stayed that way.
That's funny.
A 23 with the shot. No good. A little tussle for the ball. We go out of bounds.
So as Tylisha McDonald, Cameron Martin, and Shelby Courtney come off the floor. I'm starting to see some numbers. I know we got Danny Lynn Heffley out there. Kara Busey also on the floor. And I apologize. I don't know the number. Lucia Contreras, the other one on the floor for the Lady Wolves right now.
Addison to bring the ball down the court.
Jump ball there. Pass got away from the Lady Wolves. Lily Heffley and number 4, I believe, for the Lady Savages do tie up. Number 4 pulls up the shot. Looks like it's going to go out of bounds. No, it does. It stays in bounds there. Well, Lady Savage is able to keep it in bounds. Working the ball around, trying to find something. Jump ball there. Good job by Denker finding the free ball, kind of getting her hands on it. Denker going to take a seat, and Tylisha McDonald going to head back onto the floor. Works the ball inside to Busey. Ball gets away, goes out of bounds.
I'm only going to say one thing that I do not like about these Lady Wolves. They wear black knee pads with a red and white jersey. I'm a big man for the looking good.
Yeah.
That, to me, it just doesn't with the standout color. I'd rather have like a white to look good with the accent of the jersey, but maybe they were bought in mass from the coaches.
Well,
so.
you never know. Tyleisha McDonald trying to dribble around, find an open spot. Ball gets away. We'll stay with the Lady Wolves. 43 seconds to go. Be mindful thinking about your opening player of the game for tonight, Mav.
Okay.
Tyleisha McDonald fakes the three, drives inside, dishes far side to Busey. Busey inside Danny Lynn Heffley. Heffley, a synonymous name we've called for many years here on the basketball floor.
Yeah.
Both cousins, Lily Heffley and Dalton Heffley.
It's Heffley inbounds to Heffley.
Yeah. Heffley, and there's Lily, pulls up the loose ball shot, falls down, falls out, in and out of the rim. Lady Savages trying to work it around. Three-pointer for the Lady Savages. Can't get it to fall. Clock ticking away. Shot off. Loose ball. That's the buzzer. And with that, the Lady Wolves opening the season with a double up of the Lady Savages, 60-27. So, told you to be thinking about it.
Okay.
I won't throw you out on a limb here just yet. I'll jump out here first for you. I'm going to go with the hot hand that got started early, and really solidified that don't ever stop shooting as a shooter. She missed a couple to start and then got real hot and stayed hot. Presley Hunt with the three-pointers tonight. I got to go with her for the player of the game tonight. What do you got?
So I was thinking between two players, Presley being one of them. And I'm not going to jump on the following train. I'm going to go ahead and be a leader here. Go with my own thing. I'm going to have to go with Maddie Morton. She had a big defensive game. Two great blocks early in the game. A big defensive body and really good at scoring down in the paint. The paint, making it really easy for the Lady Wolves to attack the paint and dish it out for the corner three if they need it from Presley. So I'm going to go ahead and go with Maddie Morton.
All right, you heard it here first. The players of the game for the Lady Wolves to start the season, Presley Hunt and Maddie Morton. Great job, girls. We look for many more games this season to be great. As we get ready for this, boys, we got just under 15 minutes to go. We're going to take a quick break for our sponsors. Couldn't do any of this without you guys. We thank you very much for all that you do for us, and we'll see you guys here in about 14 minutes to start this ball game. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we get ready for this boys opening game against the Savages. They're announcing the starters now. Number 1, Dakota Carter. Number 3, Braxton Griffin. Wow, I really struggled with that. Number 5, Isaac Lewis. Number 11, Dalton Heffley. And number 24, Wyatt Fielding. I will say, from my perspective, that's what I expected as the starters. And for those of you just now joining us, we've got a third commentator on with us now, Mr. Chad Fielding. Welcome back, Mr. Fielding.
Hey, happy to be back.
We got to sit and enjoy that state championship game as parents on Friday or last Saturday. But now we get to jump right into basketball.
Yeah.
I get to commentate with mine. Yours is on the floor.
Hey, when's the last time Davis had a starting 5 that were all over 6 foot?
So we talked about leading that into the girls' game tonight. And not just the boys, but the girls. Most of their 5 are 6 foot or over.
That's crazy.
Which blows me away. But now you talk about the boys. We talked about Tyson Moss graduating, but you're getting some filler from Dax Owens, Isaac having some more experience this year, and so I really feel like I'm not taking anything away from the seniors that graduated, but I feel like we brought in equal talent to what went out. And then we brought in more size than what we had before. So
I agree.
Isaac Lewis going to jump for the ball. He does win it easily. Tips it back to Carter. Carter's going to swing it around. Finds Fielding down low. Big post move down low already. Draws the foul. Can't quite get the bucket to fall. I still can't get over the bleach hair. Like it's still bothering me. I do know a couple. We were talking about a football player, Jesse DeMoss, who had the bleach hair Saturday. I saw him Monday, all jet black hair and mustache now. I feel like some of these basketball boys need to follow suit because it looks like a walking 6'5" highlighter out there. No, all in fun, Mr. Fielding.
I don't feel like they should change it until the coach changes it.
That's a very good point. Coach is also wearing those. Wyatt Fielding making both of them. Mav, you talked about it early in the girls' game. The first bucket's always the hardest. Wyatt getting it started early. Wynnewood coming down, missing the three-pointer. Fielding with the rebound. Carter's going to push it up the floor. Finds Griffin on the wing. Griffin going to attack the baseline. Pulls up. Misses that one long. Savage is going to go quick. Going to try to work the ball around. Wolves look like they're kind of staying with that man-type defense. Rebound, a miss rebounded by Carter. Carter's going to push it up the floor. Dalton Heffley can't quite get that one to fall. They're going to call the charge there. Carter got himself there and set himself. Had to flip from football mode to basketball mode. His normal mode is take that guy from the hips and take him to the floor.
Absolutely.
But he got there. Good job setting his feet, taking the charge, getting the ball going the other way. Swinging the ball. Wynnewood going to run that press. Davis breaks it easily. Oh, good recovery there by number 30 for Wynnewood and able to block the layup, but does go out of bounds, so we'll stay with the Wolves. So shout out to, that kid, he recovered quickly to get back and defend Dakota Carter. Isaac working the ball inside, threw it to the backcourt for Carter, now working the ball around. Inside to Fielding, now back outside. Lewis going to pull up from the corner, knocks it down. I will say at least his shoes are brighter than the boy's hair, but that's one good thing. Isaac defending on the perimeter out front. Wynnewood trying to work the ball around. Does get the ball inside. The pass goes away, though. Kind of tipped around a little bit. Wynnewood able to recover it. Loose ball. Picked up by Braxton Griffin. And draw the foul.
Quick hands by Griffin there.
Yeah, quick hands, able to kind of tap the ball away, but in the motion of trying to get to the ball, you kind of almost let the defender run over him and draw the foul. So
Looks like we're going to be a sub and some. I know our boys are in football shape, Bobby, but basketball shape is an entirely different thing.
Entirely different, but going to be a 30-second timeout. But I do think it was a mass substitution coming.
With the timeout, they may let them go another minute or two.
Okay. I'm not opposed to seeing that. Hey, you're in football mode, but right now, no fouls.
No fouls,
on the Wolves, so that's big. I will tell you, I had a little discussion with Isaac Lewis earlier today. I set his over/under at fouls at 2.
Okay.
Actually, let me rephrase that. He set his over/under at 2. I took the over. But Lewis inbounds the ball. Thought about pulling up from there. Gives inside to Fielding. Fielding going to attack the rim. What a move! Finding open space and off the glass. Good pickpocket there by Griffin. They're going to say that somehow went off of a Wolf and will stay with Wynnewood. Mass substitutions here. You see a lot of the height come off the floor.
Right. I see a lot of speed out there, though.
A lot of speed on the floor. Zero, I believe that's zero. I'm not sure. Dax Owens on the floor. Grayson Bumgarner.
Yep.
Braxton Thompson.
Creed
Tatum
Rogers.
Stewart and Creed Rogers all on the floor for the Wolves right now.
No, it was on the floor.
They're going to say no shot. Call it off the floor.
On the floor, not off of it.
On the floor, my bad.
All right.
Wynnewood attacking.
Oh, he hit the back of his head pretty hard.
I'm going to call blocking there, foul there on Stewart. So, man, we got 54 people watching with us tonight. We're glad to have each and every one of you. Derek Cook asked if the girls were ranked a little bit ago. Derek, I'm going to be real honest. I don't know that yet. I will have to do some checking on that. Riley Jensen said he's watching from Lindsay. Glad to have you. Ball goes out of bounds on the Savages. Wolves ball. Swings it near side of Griffin. Griffin to Rogers. Rogers going to give it to Bumgarner. Bumgarner's going to pull up off the front of the rim. Going to call a foul there on Stewart, I believe. That'll be his second. Wynnewood dribbling around. A lot of speed on the floor for the Wolves right now. I know Chad mentioned that a while ago. Able to cover these grounds quite a bit. Little floater thrown up and in. Savages do get their first bucket. Mav, you said earlier in the girls' game, it's always the first one that's the toughest. They do get that one.
I think they prove that this end isn't jinxed. As they get their first bucket on the east end of the court.
Get a little floater to fall for them. It'll be another mass substitution for the Wolves. I would imagine we'll see that quite a bit tonight.
Yeah.
Back and forth. Starting crew back onto the floor. Lewis, Fielding, Heffley, Carter, and Griffin. Inbound Griffin. Griffin's going to pull up. Knocks it down.
Money.
I'm not going to lie. That was probably the most flat shot I've ever seen Braxton Griffin shoot. But
I will say the other day we were playing a little bit of Fortnite, and he did say he fixed his jumper from last season, so I'm excited to see him work with that all year.
Awesome.
Long range three.
Rebound going to go off the foot of Carter and out of bounds, so to be back, stay with the Savages here. Savage is trying to dribble in. Loose ball picked up by Fielding. I'm going to call a foul there.
That's going to be 2 on number 4 for Wynnewood.
Wynnewood going to stay in that full court press. Davis doing a good job of getting through it pretty easily. Finds Carter in the corner. Corner's going to pull up. Excuse me, Carter pulled up, not the corner. Missed on the front of the rim.
I'm going to get Carter for the reach.
Oh, man. I don't know about that one, but that's the way he sees it. Get a little bit different view than we get.
He's down there on court level.
He is on court level. That's what we'll go with. These referees, they get paid to do this, and I'm just a...
they go through training.
They go through training about it. We are not. It's just my fan eye up here. Coach Blackwell thought we had backcourt there.
I don't know why it wasn't, but... Another long-range three.
Falls long in the hands of Heffley. Gives to Carter to get down the court.
I think Wynnewood's still in a little bit of football mode.
Yeah, I was going to say. They've had
games than the boys.
Yeah, they've had a little bit more time to practice than the Wolves, obviously. But that right there is showing there's still a little bit of football mode and kind of running over Dakota Carter.
Yeah. I think both teams are trying to shake off the ring rust, if you will, from getting back into basketball.
Pun intended there for the Wolves as they get sized up for some championship rings.
Thank you. Glad you caught that.
Yeah.
Good rebound by Heffley.
Good rebound by Heffley. Couldn't quite get it to fall. Wynnewood trying to work the ball around. Just like the girls, the boys playing a ferocious defense right now. Really in the face, not really allowing Wynnewood much. Pulls up from beyond the arc. That goes long.
Oh. Davis ball.
Yeah, I think I agree with it. I think it's a great ball.
that's Carter going to bring it across the floor. Wynnewood kind of backs off the full court press. Maybe try to deny him the easy buckets, but just like that, they find Fielding. I like the little celebration. Okay,
Yeah.
Not something you see very often from Fielding down low, but gets the bucket and one.
Well, I will say that guy does celebrate quite a bit on the gridiron.
Now I'm going to say that was drumsticks, nothing else.
Yes.
So we're not going to say that was drumsticks.
Or could say a little and one.
Okay, all right, count it
action.
and one. All right. Fielding makes the bucket. Fielding hyped up there, getting a breather from the mass substitution again.
Oh, wow.
Creed Rogers getting a hand on there.
Great defense.
Braxton Thompson's going to push it down quickly, but pulls back. Try to reset the offense a little bit. Caden Stewart, I think he thought about pulling up from there. Wynnewood makes the steal on the pass across court. Wynnewood with the putback, second chances. Gets an and one. I'm going to shout out Grayson Bumgarner trying to set the lead block there, clearing the path for the fullback again, down the middle. Again, these guys still in football mode. You know, absolutely zero practices. We had one practice yesterday.
Yeah, and I think a little bit of a walkthrough today.
I think Grayson still heard fullback lead in his ear there, so he tried to set the block for him. The bucket does go in for Wynnewood. 14-5, Wolves lead. Minute 35 to go in the first quarter. Wolves doing a good job working the ball around. A lot of young on this. Creed Rogers, oh, man. Little strong off the backboard, but good movement, good vision to see the court and actually get an open look inside. Driving. Good effort. Good effort there by Wynnewood.
Minute to go in the quarter. Oh, got to make better passes.
They're going to call double dribble there.
I thought for sure we were going to get called for a reach, but
I thought that was what the call was going to be. Fortunately for the Wolves, that was not the call. It was double dribble. I'll tell you right now, Wolves on top 14-7, but Wynnewood a much more talented team from top to bottom than I remember from last year.
Oh, absolutely. Yep.
I will say Wynnewood has a lot of new faces on the court as well as on the sideline.
They seem much more disciplined, on the floor than I remember them being. Kind of play within themselves, which is good for Wynnewood. 15 seconds left to go on the clock. Wolves just moving the ball around. Griffin in the corner. He's going to attack. Tries to draw a foul. Can't quite get it. Gets his own rebound. Puts it up. And in. And runs out the clock. Shout out to our former Davis Wolf, now Wynnewood Savage staff member, Jared Morse. We won't say that he didn't hang out with us at the Davis Wolves State Championship this last weekend.
He didn't do that.
No, he did not. He absolutely was not standing next to me. Always love having Mr. Morse around.
Hey, I got to say, though, a lot better first quarter than I expected to see.
Here's the deal is not just I think they're playing better than I expected. Seem more in tune with themselves than I expected.
Yeah.
But the substitutions, I think that's the biggest thing is I can't tell you the last time I remember the boys' side. I know I've seen it in the girls' side a couple years ago, but I've not been in the boys' side for as long as I can remember that you've been able to go 5 for 5 substitutions and without a lot of difference.
Absolutely.
You have leadership difference, but not a lot of talent difference. And so that's a big thing for the Wolves and Coach Blackwell as they go into this season.
Bobby, I'm a little saddened though. I'm not going to get to call out the polecat a single time this season.
Wow, that had not even crossed my mind. I can't believe we just went an entire football season without calling out the polecat.
Yeah.
So we're going to have to get him back in town and get him on the air or something.
Yeah, absolutely.
I promise you he'd be 1,000% up for it. That dude does not stop talking about Wolf media.
Great defense by the Wolves.
Love to have the polecat back on, who's now a athletic trainer for the Oklahoma Cowboys.
Wrong.
Oh, excuse me.
He gave it up so that he could come home for Christmas break and get some dollars in his pocket and afford a little bit more up there in Stillwater.
All right. So became a working man. I got you. Savages working the ball around the floor. Man defense not really allowing them anything. They do get a little bit of a breakaway. Good switch there on the defense. Savages for 3.
Pull within 6.
Good look by Braxton.
Good look by to find Isaac Lewis down low. Gentlemen, I don't know if you look at this Wolves defensively.
You know, a lot of times you can pick out somebody. That'll be a foul on Heffley there. A lot of times you can pick out somebody that you're like, man, I wouldn't be mad if that guy was the guy guarding me. But I'm going to tell you right now, there is nobody on this Wolves defense I want in my face. There's just not. You know, I'm not going to say all 5 have speed.
Yeah, I would say there is one outlier.
Hey, now, did you see him on Saturday?
I did see him chase down Bayan's fastest player.
Yeah.
Which means no more excuses.
He just took the right angle.
Yeah.
Right angle. Guy got tripped up early.
Yeah.
Savage is trying to work the ball around. Do find an open. Trying to work it inside. Do get it inside. Can't get the bucket, but
you saw Wyatt's quickness there, closing out to the corner. Big move by Wyatt.
It's a good job, you know, again. But what I was trying to say is 4 out of the 5, all still really tall, but all still really fast and quick.
Yeah.
So it's kind of scary. And then, like you said, Fielding, not the fastest guy on the floor, but did run down one of the star athletes from Vian just a couple days ago. You know, so showing his athletic ability as well. So there is not a guy that I'm looking across the Wolves floor and going, you know, I kind of want to play against that guy.
No, no man really sticks out to me as a point guard.
No. Wolves working the ball around, leading the game 18-12 against the Savages. 6 minutes to go, just over 6 minutes to go in this first half. Wolves just trying to work the ball inside. Isaac Lewis pulls up from the baseline, can't get it to fall. Rebounded by the Savages. Picked away by Braxton Griffin, and I believe that's going to go off of the leg.
It did.
Referees can't quite figure it out. They're going to have to come together. I think that speaks to the speed of the team, that none of the referees were able to get back fast enough to see who it went out of. So they're going to call it a jump ball, and it will go to the Wolves. You know, I'm going to give the referees credit on that one, because that's all 3 of them willing to say in front of this crowd,
yeah,
hey, we couldn't see it, so this is what we have to go with.
Right.
So shout out to those referees for that ability to admit that right there and make the right call.
I feel like this the Wolves offense has matured from this season, or from last season to this season. As you see a Wyatt, a senior leader on this team, kind of directing offenses, trying to get a pick and roll where he wants to, and trying to find an open lane for his guards to attack the hole.
They're going to call an offensive foul. Braxton Griffin right now kind of hustling, got his own rebound off the three-pointer, and it wasn't like the ball shot back out. It was literally just went straight down, but nobody could come up with it. I think
that's going to go on 2-4 Fielding.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, over the back.
Okay. That is his first foul.
Yep.
Third team foul of the quarter. Wynnewood trying to drive the baseline, can't do it, has to push through to the other side. Again, ball gets away, but able to recover. Loose ball there, recovered by the Wolves. Griffin goes up strong, draws the foul. I'm okay with either there, either going up strong, drawing the foul, or dishing off, trying to get a, easy bucket to a teammate. But Griffin going with the prior choice there, getting himself to the line. .446 to go in the game, or in the half, excuse me. Griffin misses the first one. Thompson going to come onto the floor, give Carter a breather. .12 in for 22 of Wynnewood. I'm with you guys. I don't know any of these faces on the Wynnewood team.
The only one that looks familiar, I believe, is number 1. But the rest of them, they all look like new faces to me.
Yeah, I don't know any of them, which is strange. You know, most of the time you see these guys often in sports right here close together, but
kind of leads me to think that this is a more of a younger team from Wynnewood, which gives them high hopes in the future.
Wyatt fielding with a big block. Unfortunately, the ball bounced around, ended up back in the Wynnewood's hand. He was able to put a little bit of a floater up over Wyatt, but Wyatt playing with some emotion tonight. You saw the celebration earlier, had that little bit of a Mutombo-esque mentality after making that block. They're going to call the travel there on fielding. But like I was saying, he may not have been shaking the finger at the offensive player from Wynnewood just a moment ago, but he did it with his eyes. Told him not happening today. 3:55 to go in the first half. 5-point game. Wolves on top right now. Long by Wynnewood. Able to keep it in bounds. Creed Rogers pulls up the loose ball, gives to Griffin. Griffin's going to take it down the floor. Gives over to Thompson. It'll be a timeout for the Wolves.
Well, give it to Wynnewood because they've really come back in this. I mean, we had them down 14 points, I believe, there at one point. And
yeah.
They've closed it to a 5-point gap.
Closed it to a 5-point game. You can kind of see, we always talked about it in football, the hands on the hips. Davis wore other teams down. Davis right now kind of looking like they're kind of sucking air a little bit. But again, coming directly from football just a few days ago, right into basketball with just one practice and one walkthrough.
Right.
Basketball shape is completely different. Getting up and down the floor, non-stop is way different than running a play and resting for a second, running a play and resting for a second.
And I think Wynnewood settled down a little bit. They've kind of settled down and gotten into their offense and had some success with it. So
I do believe the Polecat commented in our chat, "Go Wolves." So the Polecat knows we're talking about him. Griffin working the ball around now. Gets it into Rogers. Rogers hesitates, pulls it back out. Works it back into Rogers. Loses it, though. Wynnewood takes it the other way. 3-point shot. Knocks it down. Makes it a one-bucket game. Ticking under 3 minutes to go in the half. Wolves trying to work the ball inside. Isaac Lewis trying to put it up. Good, tough rebound there. We're going to call it jump ball there between Rogers and the Wynnewood player. Griffin and Lewis going to take a seat. Fielding and Heffley back onto the floor. Wynnewood going to bring it down with a chance to tie the game or even take the lead. Heffley taps it away, but able to recover as the Wynnewood Savages. Oh, open lane. Too hard off the glass. Rebounded by Rogers. Rogers swings to Thompson. Thompson loses it. Gets knocked out of bounds by the Savages, so we'll stay with the Wolves. Working the ball inside. Thompson's going to pull up from beyond the arc. Bounces off the back of the rim. I think a couple of Wolves players collided there. Couldn't quite come up with the rebound. Layup attempt there. And he will get the and one attempt here to take the lead. That foul will go against Rogers. That means the next foul will put the Savages in the bonus. He does miss the free throw.
A lot of these Wynnewood players have quite a bit of finesse when it comes to finishing around the basket, as you see. Man.
They're up by 3 now.
Big guy with a three-point shot to take the lead. Young guys have quite a bit of finesse in the finish around the basket. You see they work around the hands of the defense.
It's going to stay with the Wolves. Tapped out of bounds by the Savages. Isaac Lewis and Braxton Griffin back onto the floor. Rogers and Thompson going to have a seat. That pass gets tapped out of bounds by the Savages. Coach Blackwell wanting a reach call there. Ball inbounded just over a minute to go in the half. Savages on top 22-19. We're going to call the foul there on the Savages. Isaac Lewis, good job going up strong. Gets himself to the line.
I will add another familiar face from Wynnewood is 21. I actually got my lifeguard certification with him 2 years ago in Wynnewood. So
okay, all right.
He's been here for a little while. He is a kind of a younger guy.
Okay.
Loves pink lemonade, though. I remember that.
Okay. Isaac, unfortunately, misses both the free throw attempts there. Wynnewood trying to come down. Under a minute to go. Pulls up from beyond the arc. Off the back of the rim. Ends up in the hands of Lewis. 50 seconds to go. Wolves going to pull down the floor. Isaac Lewis going to pull up from there. Off the front. Loose ball. I'm going to call it jump ball there.
Boy, I don't know how you call that, but
yeah, kind of giving them free reign in the paint, letting them play quite a bit.
They are letting them play. Then Heffley pulls up from a short jumper, misses. Rebounded by the Savages. Savages is going to pull up from beyond the arc again, knocks it down.
Wynnewood up by 6.
Ten seconds to go. Wolves going to try to pull the last shot here. Heffley going to swing it around, try to get inside the Fielding. Fielding goes up. Can't quite get that one to fall. Isaac Lewis back up.
There you go.
Gets the buzzer-beating bucket to bring it to a 4-point game, 25-21. Savages on top right now. To me, guys, a promising half by the Wolves.
Yeah.
I know we kind of sputtered there in that second quarter, but all in all, I feel like it was a promising quarter. Good, makes me very optimistic as we go into the second half and then on into the season. I can't stress that this is only a 1.5 practice into a season. So, man, with that being said, we're going to take a quick break. We got about 9 minutes before the start of the second half. We'll be back. We'll see y'all then. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as the clock ticks under 30 seconds to go in halftime. We're going to jump right back into, actually, they just changed the clock to 8 minutes. I think it's because both the teams are out here ready to go. One of my co-hosts just making his way back from his second trip to the concession stand.
Wow.
This one was only for a drink. I needed me a purple Powerade. It's basketball tradition. It's all I drink during basketball.
I feel like I'm going to have to go with the same person that texted you about pink lemonade. I'm going to go with them in the same mentality of the purple Gatorade.
Hey, get this man off the mic. Purple Powerade is the best Powerade ever made.
Great.
In one's opinion.
Great.
Hey.
The most overrated flavor
Wrong.
of all time.
Wrong.
Unless you're talking about a PB&J.
Hey, don't even talk about a strawberry PB&J. That's just nasty.
All right, we are the basketball game, guys.
Yes, we are. As we are back, Savages driving immediately. Fielding able to fend off the rebound there. Carter going to bring it down, gives to Griffin. It is your starters back on the floor. Carter, Griffin, Lewis, Fielding, and Heffley. Braxton going strong, can't quite get it to fall. Wyatt Fielding pulls it back up, gets the bucket.
Great job by Wyatt, going to get a rebound and put it back up with the big man move.
Wynnewood working the ball around the perimeter. Trying to get it inside. Wolves defense all over him right now, not really giving anything. Pulls up from way beyond the arc, off the back of the rim, rebounded by Griffin. Griffin gonna bring it up the floor. Carter pulls up, knocks it down. Gives the Wolves the lead back, 26-25. Wynnewood driving in, dishes out. Wyatt denying the baseline. Does find a pass. They are going to call Griffin, I believe, for the foul there.
It's going to be his first?
Wow.
That's his first.
Wow, I'm impressed.
That's a new time for Braxton.
Makes the first one, ties the ball game at 26. Misses the second one, rebounded by Fielding. I don't know. Is this what we call an official's timeout? I'm not
At first,
sure.
I thought he was going to get called for like a travel, which
I did see, but it was not a travel call, so I'm really not sure what it was other than just an official's timeout for a second. Wolves working the ball around. Carter again. That one's going to be off the back. Pulled down by Wynnewood. Wynnewood pushing the other way. They're going to call the blocking foul and count the bucket. Number 22 going to come on for 14 for the Savages. Under 6 minutes to play. Wynnewood shooting for their chance to make it a three-point game. Does make that one. Now kind of sitting in the full court press. Griffin's going to pull up. They're going to give him a little bit of space off the back of the rim. Isaac with the trying to get the put back there, but got fouled during the shot, so gets himself to the line.
It's going to be number one's third foul. for Wynnewood.
I would be anxious to see, and I'll have to get with Coach White tomorrow. I would love to see the statistics from this game, specifically the rebounding.
Yes.
Isaac makes the first one there. I feel like with our team now, you're going to be hard-pressed to out-rebound us.
I agree.
And second chance points, I think, will be a massive thing for this Wolves team through this season. So Isaac Lewis makes the second. Makes it a one-point game. 28-29. 5:40 to go in the third period. Ford pulls up from three, knocks it down. Extends the lead back out to Ford. Pass just got away from Lewis there. Flights out of bounds. Rogers comes on. Fielding goes off. Griffin comes off. Owens going on. I'm not going to lie, Owen's shoes, the pink on the bottom, I feel like every time I glance up, I feel like he's wearing a pair of Crocs on the court. But
those are the KD Aunt Pearls.
You would know that. Missed bucket there, rebounded by Lewis.
Aunt Pearls, excuse me. I don't know why.
Rogers trying to get something through there. Can't quite get it through. Diving for the ball are Isaac Lewis, and number 4 for the Savages will be a jump ball. Will stay with the Wolves. Wolves working the ball around, trying to find somebody open. They do swing the ball to the near side. Work the ball down and low to Creed Rogers. Creed gets blocked there. Owens trying to work the ball inside of Lewis. Ball gets away. Wynnewood going to fly down the court. Pulls up for a quick three. Can't get it. Get their own rebound. Pulls up for another three. Off the back of the rim. I think Carter just kind of knocked the ball loose out of the Wynnewood's hand and sent it out of bounds to try to give himself his team a chance to reset on defense here. Owen's going to come off the floor. Thompson on. Wynnewood driving. They're going to call Carter for the blocking foul. Fans voicing their opinion here.
I got to say, though, that's a new one.
That was a new one. I had not heard that one called out before. I'm not going to say it wasn't funny. Rogers onto the bench again. Fielding back on. Second free throw also good. Wynnewood's going to back off into a half-court defense now. Look almost in that 2-3. Not sure if they're going to stay in the 2-3 zone or move to a man. Looks like they're going to play in the 2-3 zone. Fielding kind of running the baseline, trying to get somewhere. Heffley for three. Wynnewood dribbling around, little floater, can't quite get it to fall. This is out, 2 pulls up for 3, off the back of the rim, rebounded by Fielding. Gives to Fielding inside, good move to the side, able to get the bucket as he was falling to the ground. 30 pulls up from the sideline.
Wow.
Coach Blackwell screaming at his team to slow down.
They are letting them play, Bobby. It looks like football on the basketball court right now.
I don't. Maybe the referees were refereeing on a football game a couple days ago.
Maybe.
I'm not quite sure.
Right.
But it sure feels like they are just getting into basketball mode as well.
Right.
I've seen more contact on this floor than you've seen an entire NBA season.
Yeah. LeBron has been injured.
Oh, man.
JJ's got.
They'd had to roll the card out.
Yeah.
Isaac misses the first one on the front of the rim. Gets a second chance to tie the game. 2:57 to go in the third period. Can't get that one to roll. Heffley gets the rebound, gets the putback, and get a chance to get the three-point play. Does give the Wolves the lead back.
Got a little smack in the face with that one, too, so he earned that basket.
You don't need an eyeball to make a shot.
No.
It's okay.
No.
Not when you're a shooter like Heffley.
That's right. You just know where it is. He's like a Jedi of the basketball court. It's the force. He knows where that rim is, knows where he's got to put the ball.
I don't think I've ever heard a basketball player compared to a Jedi.
Well, hey, now you have, okay? Heffley makes the three-point play, puts the Wolves back up by 2. I'm going to say I was pretty sure of that, but they hadn't changed the scoreboard for a second. Maybe second-guess myself, but it is 36-34, 2:52 to go in the third quarter. Wynnewood dribbling around. Trying to get the ball around. Wynnewood going to shoot the three again. They get their own rebound. Number 4 makes the three-pointer. Braxton Thompson for 3 from the top. Ball gets away from, goes out of bounds. I'm not going to lie, a little bit of chippiness going on the floor.
Yeah, 100% is emotion from both sides.
Yeah. Saw a couple of little shoulder checks there, trying to let people know they're there. Another little shoulder check on Carter there as he went up the baseline trying to defend. I got to call the foul
On 2-4.
on Wyatt. You're going to send number 13 to the line. That is Fielding's second foul of the evening.
Fouls is one thing that I thought were going to be a big factor in tonight's game, since the boys are just coming off of football season. But you look at the board over there, and not many of them have more than 2.
Yeah,
so
and that's good. That makes me feel better. Wynnewood does make the free throw. Puts their lead back out to 4. Heffley thought about it there for a second. Swings the ball back around. Wyatt catches on the baseline. Gets the ball pickpocketed from him.
If you're going to be talking, you better make sure you can dribble.
Yes, that's very true. Number 2 loses the ball. We'll go back to the Wolves on this end of the floor. 1:27 to go in the third quarter. Wolves trailing 36-40. Wyatt can't quite get the bucket to fall, but does get himself to the free throw line. You know, that is a big thing, you know, not so much because you get that reset in a minute, 15 seconds, but any foul from this point forward for either team in this quarter will be 2 free throws. Wyatt misses the first one off the bat. Number 2 goes in, 37-40. Wynnewood going to push down the floor. Ball gets away, was able to recover it though. Trying to work the ball inside. Little floater inside. Number 2 gets the bucket. Pass gets away from the Wolves. Goes back the other way. 47 seconds to go in the quarter. Number 4 dribbling ball.
No, they called a moving screen.
That was a moving screen there, set by 12 of the Savages.
He comes on the court talking a little bit to Isaac. Both teams using a little bit of verbiage tonight.
It's getting pretty chippy on the floor there. Definitely want to see the Wolves keep their composure. That may be a big factor late in this game.
Oh, yeah! It's getting chippy in here, for sure.
For sure. We just talked about it. And right there, 2 quick technicals handed out.
I didn't see quite why Braxton got his, but I did see why.
It might have been a push. I don't know. But I will say, we just talked about it. It was getting chippy, a little physical, a lot of mouthing. But the number 4 for the Savages was mouthing after the technical, which is what got him the technical.
Yes.
Right.
So how would this double technical on both sides work for getting the ball back and shooting free throws? How would that work?
That's a good question. I'm anxious to see that. So I think
number 4 got the reaching foul. Braxton got a technical for his push, and then number 4 for Wynnewood also got a technical foul.
Wow.
Okay, so in theory, Wynnewood should shoot 2 free throws.
That means number 4 should be fouled out. He should have 5 fouls now.
Okay. So then he would not be shooting his free throw or his technical. Somebody else would have to shoot for him.
Yeah, well, it's a team technical anyway.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. Okay.
Because it was a reaching foul on him. So Braxton will have shots down here, and then we'll have a technical shot down here as well.
Okay.
So the way I'm thinking is we would get our free throw shots from the bonus, and then we'd go down to the other end of the court. Wynnewood would shoot their 2 free throws. Then we would come back, shoot 2 free throws for the technical foul, and then proceed to get the ball.
This is where it gets kind of wild. Is I think the referees are having to try to figure that out exactly as well, because there should be bonus shots.
Yes.
Technical free throws for Wynnewood, and then technical free throws for Davis, plus the ball.
So Braxton is going to come off the court, and Dax is going to go in for him. Just to probably cool his mind a little bit, get some heat out of his head.
A lot of emotion in the gym right now.
Yes. We talked earlier about the community traveling with Davis, and they're for sure showing up tonight and showing the energy as well as the boys. So I'm glad to see that carry over from football season into basketball season.
So Braxton will have to go back on to shoot the free throws. They've still got number 4 listed as 4 fouls. So, are there no technical free throws?
Man, So is it like they
offsetting penalties? I guess. Okay.
Man.
Braxton makes the first one.
So 4 is going to come off the court.
But they've still got him listed as 4 fouls, so I don't know that they're saying he fouled out.
Well, and Braxton still has 2, so I don't know that they counted the technical fouls against them.
Okay. Braxton does make the second one, makes it a 1-possession game. 39-42, Wolves trailing. Lots of motion on the floor right now. Carter gets the steal off the broken up pass.
No call. No call on the last basket. The points will count. We'll go into the fourth. Wynnewood 42 and Davis 41.
Yeah, I mean, that's you can really feel the intensity in here right
Absolutely.
now. Man, it is thick. Wynnewood being loud from their side, Davis being loud from their side. Lots of emotion on the boys. Maybe it's some rollover emotion from the big ball games this last weekend.
Right.
But the Wolves definitely have a lot of emotion in them right now.
Well, going into the last, I don't see anybody on the Davis starting group that has more than 2 fouls.
No, I think everybody on their side has 2.
Wynnewood's number 4, which is their leading point scorer right now, has 4. So that may work in our favor in this last quarter.
Absolutely. And I think, if the Wolves are able to pull it out here, off a short week, short practice, short start to the season, that's got to be a massive confidence boost in a real close, hard-fought game like this to kick off the season.
I would say coming out with a win tonight, and like you said, it's going to come off with a massive boost, especially going into a tournament this weekend. The boys are kind of skeptical about a couple teams in this tournament, but I think coming out with a big win tonight with such a short start would give them high hopes going into the tournament and
really kind of set the tone for the rest of the season.
Absolutely.
Savages working the ball around, trying to attack the rim. Little floater off the side, rebounded by Fielding. Carter handed to Carter. Carter's going to bring it across half court. Heffley thought about it. Going to go ahead and swing it around. Heffley again thought about it. Worked the ball inside of Fielding.
Every time he gets the ball, every time he gets the ball, he should at least think about it. Such a great shooter as he is.
Absolutely.
I would like to say I taught him everything he knows when we were in Little League. So.
Okay.
I didn't teach him that one.
Well, they're going to call that one on Heffley. Blocking.
It was a blocking foul. It's unfortunate because number 13 had actually, or I think it was 13, might have been 2, lost the ball as he was going in the lane. So it's an unfortunate foul, but
both student sections having quite a bit of a chanting argument tonight.
okay.
Oh, wow. That's a little trickery by the ref there.
I totally thought he was calling it.
I heard red before I saw the point.
Okay.
Wow.
Referees getting a little emotional with their calls in the game, so.
Proves the intensity's just in the air.
Isaac Lewis going to be short on that one. Wynnewood able to keep it in bounds. Try to push it down the floor. Number 1 going to drive in the lane. Try to get it out. Looking for an open three-pointer. Almost lost it there. They're going to call that one against Carter, I believe. Yeah. That should be his third.
One thing I noticed about these refs is in the first half of the girls' game, they let them play quite a bit with aggression. And as they wind down, they kind of started breaking down on calls and reaches. And same way with the boys' game, they started out pretty aggressive with the reaches, and now they're kind of cracking down on it and really calling everything here and there.
Wynnewood coach not happy with that call.
A lot of action on the court, but not a lot of scoring.
No. Yeah. Wolves working the ball around.
Throw it up.
Trying to work it inside the fielding.
Be a jump ball and stay with the Wolves.
I think Heffley got a little impatient there. Want to see him kind of keep that back. Trying to force that ball inside maybe when he didn't need to.
Be a sub 5-for-1 for Wynnewood.
Coach Hunt out to dry the court a little bit. His boys sliding around all over the place.
30 will come in for 23 for Wynnewood.
I think maybe this is one of those tactical drying of the courts.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's whispering to his players as his head's straight down.
Yeah.
Hey, whatever gets a free timeout will get a free timeout.
That's right. Kind of like that Jason Kidd, having his player walk into him, spilling the drink on the court.
Yeah.
Griffin thought about it, drives, attacks the rim.
Tough layup. Man.
Kept his composure, gets the bucket, puts the Wolves back on top, 43-42, just under 6 minutes to go in the game. Crowd is loud.
Yeah, it's such a small arena, it echoes real bad.
Three-pointer off the back of the rim, or off the backboard, excuse me. Pulled down by Lewis. Wolves going to kind of slow it down. Carter gets it inside the Fielding. Fielding back out to Griffin. Griffin pulls up, knocks it down.
Wyatt showing a little bit more with the celebrations. Doing a little bit of the ring us from Saturday afternoon. I like it. Yeah. I like it. They did tell me that was going to be the #1 3-point celebration for the basketball season, and I said, I love it. Do it all year.
So I know Chad back here doesn't know it, but we got a new sound effect we're going to be debuting as we get into the season for the 3-point sound.
Yeah.
We're looking forward to that one. Not going to be the money sound anymore.
Okay.
We got a new one. We're going to kind of become a TikTok trend.
I can't wait to hear it.
Man, y'all were dogging on my purple Powerade, but boy, is it hitting. I tell you what.
#4 back on the court for Wynnewood.
Does have 4 fouls, though, so.
Yeah.
He is going to attack the rim. Can't get it to fall. Rebounded by Wynnewood, though. Pass goes out of bounds. So it'll go over to the Wolves.
I will say I do not like seeing a Wyatt guard #4 with that guy's quickness. Made a quick move on Wyatt, made him jump for joy. Great move by Wyatt as he gets a little chirpy moving back down the court.
It was the drumsticks again. I like it. The drumsticks.
Emotional Wyatt is a new Wyatt for sure.
That's going to be on 2-4, I'm afraid. That's going to be his third.
don't know what has brought out this emotion in Wyatt, but I love it.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, I feel like he's playing with a different personality, still playing the same way he's always played, but that bravado just brings it out so much more, and I think it's working well for him.
I think it's the hair. It may be the hair. It may be the thick, shady hair.
Yeah, the thick shady. That's hilarious. We don't have Slim Shady. We have Thick Shady.
Absolutely,
wow.
And you gotta love it. You gotta love the emotion coming from him.
I think Wyatt Fielding just earned his new nickname for the rest of the year. Thick Shady.
Now, I will give credit. That is not from me. That came from some football coaches last season.
Wynnewood does make the bucket. They're going to call the walk by Braxton. Going to go back to Wynnewood. 48-44. 4:18 to go in the game. Savage is inbound the ball. Looking to work it around. Layup attempt. Blocked. Put back blocked. Bumgarner was open down here. Nobody really saw him. Wolves slow up. Going to reset their offense. Rogers, Griffin, Bumgarner all going to have a seat. Thompson going to have a seat. Heffley, Stewart, Carter, Lewis, and Fielding onto the floor. Wolves hang on to a 4-point lead late in this ball game. They're going to call Stewart for the reach there. Oh, excuse me, push. That is going to be Stewart's third. Lewis defending four. Puts up a three. Off. Rebounded by Carter. Carter's going to push down the floor. Gives the Heffley. Gives the Fielding. Fielding just going to give it to Carter to set the offense. Stewart swings it wide.
They're going to call that on the floor.
I will say I do agree with that one. He kind of bumped into him.
No, they're going to give him shoot. Oh, no, on the floor.
Okay.
Sorry. There was some confusion.
I think the players thought that there was going to be shots, but referee did signal for on the floor, which I do feel like was the right call based on what we saw. Heffley get the ball inbounded to Fielding and then right back to Heffley. Gives to Stewart to set the offense. Offense going to spread out. Little pump fake there out beyond the arc from Fielding. They're going to call a foul there.
That's going to be 4.
Is that 4? Oh, that is the 4th against Fielding. So any foul for the Wolves from this point forward will be in the bonus for the Savages. Missed layup there by the Savages. Carter going to bring the call back up the floor. Tatum Stewart drives the lane, draws the foul, gets himself a chance at 2. Misses the first off the front. Misses the second one. Savage is trying to get the ball down for almost lose it out of bounds. Able to keep it in though. 30's going to pull up from beyond the arc, off the front of the rim. Ricochet back. Carter picks it up, takes it the length of the floor. Real hard off the backboard. Four going to push it up the floor. Loses it. Fielding grabs the loose ball though. Isaac had to pick himself out of the paint down there in the wall. Ladies and gentlemen, if you weren't expecting a good one, I don't know what you were expecting, but that's what you got here, right here in Wynnewood. 48-44, Wolves on top. Just under 2 minutes to go.
I will say, talking to some of the boys today, they had high hopes coming into the game, and then talking to them as they're walking to the locker room, just kind of mouthing to each other. One of them looked at me and said, "We are cooked," but as far as I'm seeing right now, they're playing extremely well, especially having coming off a practice and a half. Boys are playing smart, for sure, and getting buckets where they're needed. So for the last 2 minutes left in this game, I just play aggressively, but still continue to play smart.
You know, I feel like right now is where you need to hear the relief music playing in the background, and I think out of the tunnel we need to see Dirty 30 come out and use his 5 fouls late in this game. No, but in all seriousness, a couple of people commented, you know, this is a typical Davis-Wynnewood game. It's close, hard fought, very physical. It's what we see in these, you know, regional rivalries, right?
Absolutely.
Wynnewood real close to us, Sulphur real close to us. You know, you see it a lot with Lindsay and Davis.
Lindsay, for sure, is a big one.
That you see a lot of those in this area. A very physical game, so Wolves looking to inbound the ball. 1:54 to go in the game. 48-44. Wolves on top. Inbound to Carter. 13 going to be called for the push here. I am amazed. That is going to be his first foul of the game.
That's impressive to be 2 minutes left in the game and have your first foul called, especially in an intense game like this.
Yeah, in a very physical game like this.
Some emotion being shown from the girls' team.
Inbound by Carter. Carter can't quite thread the needle to Fielding. Ball goes back down the floor.
Wynnewood coach not happy with the no call there.
They're going to call the foul there. Who are they going to call this one on?
We're going to hope it's on Dalton, as it is.
Yeah, it is on Dalton. That'll be his fourth. So foul's going to be a big factor here late in this game. Got a couple of guys with 4 on them. Definitely need those 2 on the floor for as long as possible. He does make the first one. Makes it a 3-point game.
You look at the 2 with 4 fouls, but then you also look at the other 3 starters who only have 2 and 3 in a big, intense game like this, which is a key factor.
Yeah. Does make the second one. Makes it a 2-point game. Inbounds the ball to Griffin. Griffin going to dribble it up just a little bit. They're trying to press him, trying to lock him down.
Refs kind of letting loose, let him play a little bit. There's going to be a called travel against 13.
I will say this is the most lively student section I've ever seen in a Davis basketball game.
I wouldn't even say it's as much of a student section as it's just the girls' team, because if you look just about 4 rows further to our left is the true student section.
Oh, okay.
We're going to call reach foul, blocking, and Wyatt's going to the line.
Okay, so
we're in bonus.
They're going to call that on number 14. That'll be his third. But both teams now in the bonus with 1:01 to go in this game.
Both teams with 2 players with 4 fouls as well. So
right there, Wyatt doing exactly what he needs to do. When you get yourself to the line, you've got to make it count. Wyatt doing that by knocking down that first one.
Here late in the game, if I'm Davis, Wyatt's the guy I want on the line, especially for him today. Last season, phenomenal free throw shooter, and coming into today, he's 5 for 6 on the line. So let's see if he can tack another one on here.
Can't quite get that one to fall. Wynnewood pulls the rebound down. Under a minute to go. Ford drives the lane, gets the bucket. 48-49. 50 seconds to go. No call there on Tatum Stewart as he went up for the layup. He's going to pull up from beyond the arc, knocks it down.
That's going to put Wynnewood up by 2. Man, they are getting hype.
wow.
So as Wynnewood is on top, 51-49, roughly about 40 seconds to go in the game. 30 seconds to go in the game.
Man.
Appreciate it to our producer for this game, Levi Pullen back there.
Man, you got you screwed up real big.
Levi Laxton earlier in the game helping us out. Man, it is loud in here, ladies and gentlemen.
The intenseness in this room reminds me of a 2021 Davis Sulphur.
Yes, very much so.
That was one of the best basketball games I've ever seen, not just high school, but in general, the amount of basketball that was played that night through extra quarters.
Oh, yeah.
It was phenomenal basketball from both sides, as we're seeing tonight. Man, that's a chant I like.
I couldn't understand it, but
if you want a clue, it does involve the hand with some gold on it.
Oh, okay.
Student section was asking where Wynnewood's ring is.
$17 seconds to go. Get the ball inside of Fielding. Fielding going to try to go on a move. Yes! And just like that, it's a tie ball game. 8 seconds to go. 7, 6.
Oh, man. So close. All right, I got to say it. Fielding with a key block down there.
Absolutely.
Yes, absolutely.
So it looks like they're going to give Blackwell the timeout, full timeout, which should advance the ball.
With 1 second left.
With 1 second to go, he's asking, I believe they're saying it should be 2 seconds, but I don't know. That's what Blackwell was trying to tell the referees, but I think they're going to leave it at 1.
Okay.
If I'm Coach Blackwell, I'm drawing a play to inbound the ball to Dalton Heffley and let him throw one up to give us a shot at winning this game.
I'm okay with that, but I'm also okay. Dakota Carter just threw one like a quarterback.
Absolutely. From
where the referee was standing and hit just in the front of the rim. I'm okay with him throwing it from there. I'm okay with Griffin going it from there.
I'm okay with anybody that can throw it from there and initiate contact with a defender.
Yes, absolutely. Get a foul. If you're able to throw it up down in the paint,
yes,
from the inbound and give Wyatt a chance to go up and tip it and draw a foul, go for that as well.
Because even then, you put Wyatt down in the paint, you give Dakota a shot to throw the ball in, because like you said, he has the precision with passing the ball.
Absolutely. I'm okay with just about anything here.
See what we're going to get. We're going to get Braxton.
They're putting a bunch of tall guys on the court right now.
So they're actually going to back everybody off. They do not want Wyatt. I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
Give yourself a chance. They're going to give you that space. Go ahead and take a look at it. But hey, ladies and gentlemen, opening night of season 24-25.
OT, baby!
We're going to overtime.
There's no better place to be than in Wynnewood, Oklahoma, on a Tuesday night watching some Davis-Wynnewood basketball.
Absolutely.
I promise you.
Jai Newsom commenting, it is a barn burner, and you are dead right, sir. It is a barn burner here in Wynnewood for this opening season game.
No matter the outcome for either team, great night for sure.
Absolutely.
Wolves have a hindsight looking towards this tournament. No matter what, they're coming in with a hot head, scoring 51 points night one, having one practice. I'm excited to see what they're going to do in overtime and continuation into the tournament.
So, guys, we still got to talk about it. We're not going to talk about it till the end of overtime, but you got to talk player of the game for the boys. You got a couple of guys up there in double digits for points. I'd love to see
one guy nearly 20 points.
I would love to see the rebound statistics for this game, the defensive statistics, but definitely got to be thinking about it as we go late into this game, as we get ready to go into this overtime. Isaac Lewis going to start with the jump ball. Both student sections getting loud in here tonight. Isaac Lewis wins the jump ball. Heffley for three. Off the back of the rim. Number 4 misses the layup.
So, with not much basketball knowledge, how does fouls work in overtime? Is it just like, so number 4 had 4 going into regulation?
Yeah, you don't get an extra. You don't get an extra one. You still go right in. And in fact, the way the bonus works now, the 5 bonus, they go directly into overtime.
Yeah.
So both teams are in the bonus going into overtime.
And that, man, is it loud.
It is crazy loud in here.
Great rebound and putback. Wow.
Be strong.
So like we said before, going into overtime, we had 2 guys in the double-digit points. One man nearly getting to 20, and that bucket puts him at 19.
Yep. Number 4 putting up the three-pointer. Bounces around and in. So that puts the Wynnewood Savages on top, 54-53, 3 minutes to go in overtime. Griffin going to drive the lane.
Great job to draw a foul.
That'll send Griffin to the line, shooting 2.
That would be number 10's first foul.
I was going to say, there's 2 guys on that floor over there on that side of the scoreboard that both only have 1 foul. Griffin knocks that one down, ties the ball game up at 54.
I will say 10 and 23 are fresh from the 4th quarter, so not really surprising that they only have 1 foul.
Griffin knocking down both of them. Number 4 looking to work the ball around. Wynnewood thought about pulling up for 3 there. 4 really thought about it, still wants to. He is going to attack the rim right here. That's his 5th foul, I believe.
He will be done.
Number 4 has just fouled out of the game.
Yeah.
I saw it right there at center court. Wyatt Fielding just kind of reminded number 4, like, hey, that is your 5th. Have a great evening. Man, wow, what a game.
Fielding. Shoot it, Wyatt.
Heffley going to work it back inside to Fielding. Fielding going to go up strong.
Wyatt may be a big body, but that spin move is for sure his best.
Oh, absolutely. I like the spin move, and the big body with the way he's able to do that spin move. He almost goes from one side of the lane to the other, yes, and able to use either hand to get up to the rim.
A big man with agility like that is scary late in a game like this.
Hey, if you're out there watching SNU, OBU, OU, OSU, you need a big guy, offensive line for tight end, big guy on the basketball court. There's your guy right there.
Absolutely.
OBU,
that. Look at him. That guy's, I want me a friend.
Off the front of the rim, rebounded by Carter. Carter gives to Lewis. Lewis is good. Griffin. Griffin thought about it, drives and attacks the rim. Can't get it to fall. Rebounded by Griffin, puts back. No.
Rebounded by Fielding. Oh my gosh.
They're going to reset the offense. 2 minutes to go in the game. Davis up by 1. Good screen set by Wyatt there. Gives Fielding a chance. Loose ball picked up by Wynnewood. Going to slow down. We'll set up their offense. 1:28 to go in the game. Or in this first overtime.
Yeah. Great defense by Wyatt.
He's going to tell him to slow down. Blackwell wanting to kind of slow, use a bunch of this clock.
Got a minute, 8 seconds left.
Wynnewood not forcing the subject yet. Fielding's going to drive. Oh. Timeout, Savages. 57 seconds to go.
I'm kind of shocked Wyatt driving from outside the three-point line.
I know, you don't see that often.
No, you don't.
Again, OBU, OU, OSU, yes. Anybody, if you're out there listening, there's you a big man right there.
Oklahoma Baptist University, look at that guy.
Well, he is going to be at OBU on Sunday.
Good.
So we'll see how that goes.
See if he'll walk into the old the Rock and see if get a sponsorship.
I tell you what, this is a pressure cooker right here. 54-55, up by 1. A little under a minute to go in the game. OT, first OT.
Yeah.
Their leading scorer is off the court with 5 fouls.
Our 2 leading scorers are both still on the floor, which is really good. Actually, scratch it. Our entire team's still on the floor.
Yeah.
We don't have anybody fouled out yet.
We need to play some good, solid defense right here. I got to be honest, I wouldn't be opposed to fouling a big man.
And forcing them to the line?
And forcing them to the line.
Yeah, I do not want to send number 2, 30 or even 12 to the line.
12 has proven that man can shoot. Through the course of tonight, he's got.
Excuse me, not 12, 10.
I'm not sitting 12 to the line either. That man is he's 3 for 5 for three-pointers tonight. So that guy can shoot.
As we start the clock here, Wynnewood going to bring the ball inbound. 1-point game. Lewis, hardcore defense, gives the ball to 30. Back to 1. They're swinging the ball, trying to get it inside.
Be a 3-second violation.
No, going to be a foul on.
Oh no, it is
1-2.
It is a foul on 12.
Okay.
But should that not be our ball?
Wait, also a foul on Dakota.
Okay.
Oh, it is? Okay.
So that puts Dakota at 4 fouls.
But that actually fouls out their number 12.
Okay.
No, it doesn't. It puts him at 4. Excuse me.
It puts him at 4, yeah.
Okay. I thought they were saying that was his 5th, but that is his 4th. 36 seconds to go in the game. 55-54. Wolves on top right now.
As I look over to the student section, see a new kid, or not so new kid. He came to school at Davis when he was a younger kid, moved away to Wynnewood, came back to Davis this year, and look over and see him in the Davis student section. So,
okay.
Proving he is a wolf, to be a wolf.
Okay.
So,
now, who is that?
that's Caden Britt.
Okay.
He went to Davis in elementary, came to Wynnewood for a while, and has moved back to Davis, and he's going to be a Davis wrestler. So,
all right.
His older brother wrestled at Davis, and I personally do not know him, but I've heard the stories, and I've heard the kid's an athlete. So
right,
I'm excited to see him.
34 seconds to go. Wynnewood inbounds the ball. Driving, trying to get to the rim. Can't quite get there. Do get a floater. They get the bucket. Clock is running. We got 20 seconds to get down the floor. Down 1. They're going to say it was a timeout. Timeout called by Coach Blackwell. 12 seconds to go.
Davis ball down by 1.
Man, I'm looking for Wyatt on the draw sheet.
Yeah,
for
without a doubt. I'm trying to get the ball inside. However, I'll throw the devil's advocate thought at you. Are they keying on that and maybe get yourself somebody else open? But Braxton Griffin has 17 tonight.
Yes.
So,
all right, here's another thought for you guys. We have 0 timeouts. Wynnewood has 3 timeouts. Let them score the bucket quick and save time so that they have the last shot. What do you think?
You know that it's a danger thing, but that puts all the pressure on them.
Yep.
I wouldn't be against it. I would not be against it.
Yeah.
I mean, I could see them as Wynnewood just strategize. Wow. What a way to start the season.
Absolutely.
Telling the students to stay off the gym floor at the conclusion of the game.
Yeah. Maybe fearful of the college football scene where you see the storming of the fields here lately. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. All 5 starters on the floor for the Wolves. Fielding, Griffin, Lewis, Carter, Heffley. 12.3 on the clock, down 1. There it is.
That's going to be 12's 5th foul. He'll come out of the game. As Wyatt hit the ground hard, he's slow to get up.
I wholeheartedly believe that should be a flagrant foul.
Yeah.
So 12 will have to come off the court. no matter what kind of foul it is.
Wyatt Fielding still down on the floor. Took a shot from the player and then also a shot from the court as he went down.
Heck of a play by Wyatt. Still trying to get the shot off. Taking a hit like that is not easy, and still getting the shot off.
Yeah.
That's
so
just...
So somebody help me out. Why is...
Right.
So why is Fielding not shooting the free throws?
I don't know. The ref said since a coach went out to assist the player, he is officially injured and has to come off for at least a possession.
Wow.
We've got another good free throw shooter from Grayson, proving the moment is not too big for him. It's making the first one.
Lots of commotion trying to figure out who's going in.
That's a big shot coming from Grayson. Man, is this one intense.
So now, tell me, can Fielding go in to shoot the second shot?
That's what they were saying. He could go in and shoot, but we'll see.
But the way he was signaling when he was on the sideline, was that he was for the shooter and couldn't come back in. So we'll have to see after the timeout.
After the timeout, I think is what allows him the ability to come back in and shoot here.
So, Wynnewood called the timeout, so I don't know if that's a good play by Wynnewood to call that timeout, putting such a good free throw shooter back on the line.
Well, they do. They're able to set a play.
Right.
And then get down the court, and they still have 2 timeouts left.
You are correct. Chad using a bit more basketball knowledge than I am. He's been at it a lot longer than I have.
I got a bit of age and wisdom on you there.
So I will say, Jai Newsom, who has commented on our stream quite a bit tonight. We're glad to have you, Jai. He's actually, been on the sidelines for Wynnewood for many years. He actually was saying that was kind of a bit of a poor sportsmanship play there. So shout out to Jai, being honest and understanding what we're trying to say here.
But I don't get that.
I don't. So Grayson Bumgarner with 10 seconds has a chance to shoot the free throw to take the lead.
Isaac Lewis rebounds, gets fouled. Man.
So Isaac Lewis able to get the ball in the air and immediately try to put back and gets fouled and sends himself to the line to shoot 2.
So Isaac Lewis, not a football player. That man puts in work. He's in the gym every day. He put in a grind this summer for sure to stabilize the knees, as you saw last year. Definitely strengthen his game.
Misses the first. Fielding back on the floor now. So it is your starting 5 back on the floor for 9 seconds. Tie ball game, 56-56. Isaac Lewis with a chance to take the lead. He knocks it down. Puts the pressure on Wynnewood.
Wynnewood has to put the ball in the basket.
Timeout, Wynnewood.
So right there, not exactly the way you were saying about going about it, Chad, but still the same effect.
They got there.
Yeah, somehow, some way.
I don't think that's exactly what's on our bingo card of what we were expecting, but definitely ending at the same path that you were discussing, putting the pressure all on Wynnewood to go down the floor and try to score in what I believe is about 6 seconds.
9
seconds.
9.6.
That's a lifetime.
Yeah,
that is in a basketball game, absolutely. Now, how big will it be that their top scorer is not in the game and able to take this shot? You got to be looking at one.
Him and one of their better guys at setting screens and kind of making lanes. He's off the court as well. 12 did that very effectively for him tonight.
Wynnewood to inbound the ball. Almost lost it, able to recover it. 4, 3, 2. He throws up a desperation three, in and out.
Emotion came from Wyatt once again as he pulls down the rebound to end the game.
Number 2 wanted a foul called on the three-point shot. He's not going to get it. And that'll be the ball game, ladies and gentlemen. 57-56, Wolves on top. What a way to start the season.
Heck of a game, heck of a game.
Grinder, for sure.
So, I'm going to go out there, and I'll say it first, and I'm pretty sure you may not just because, but I'm going to say my player of the game. I'm going to give an honorable mention to Braxton Griffin.
Absolutely.
I think he played a great game. Don't take me wrong. He played a great game. Wyatt Fielding. Thick Shady.
The Thick Shady.
The Thick Shady came out tonight with the mentality and bravado that I've never seen before, and absolutely stole player of the game from everybody else.
Without a doubt. A 19-point game is huge on offense alone, and as big as he played on defense, I think it is a no-brainer, as there's still emotion coming from the Wynnewood student section after a loss. Wow.
A lot of students over there running their mouths.
As Gabe Bentley walked in the locker room pointing at his ring finger. Wow.
That is awesome. So, hey, Bobby, I don't like to, but I got to agree. Defensively, offensively.
20 points.
He had a great game. The whole team, for the first game, oh my gosh, I can't believe they came out and played this way. Played smart, played fast. Wynnewood's a good team. They've got a lot of athletes. So congrats to the Wolves tonight.
Absolutely. Hopefully the boys are and you saw Coach Blackwell running over trying to get his boys into the locker room without any issues.
Yep.
A couple other coaches over there trying to help out what they can. Definitely want to see them keep their composure, but emotions are high. Big football game on Saturday. Big game tonight. They're still super high. They just keep rolling. They got a tournament this weekend, Thursday, Friday, Saturday in Velma.
Yep.
We're going to find out if we're going to be bringing that to you. We don't know quite yet, but we shall see. We'll see y'all then.
Go Wolves.